After you have filled up your PIQ form, day 1 will end for you. And thereafter you will be taken to a dormitory there in the SSB, where you will be resting for the night. Next day morning, that is day after tomorrow, 6:30 in the morning after breakfast will be your first test of the stage 2 testing, which is called the psychology test. What all tests are there in the psychology?
TAT, thematic appreciation test, word association test, and situation reaction test, and
self-description test. So, first test that happens in the psychology is the TAT. What is the full form of TAT?
Thematic appreciation test.
The word is a perception. You said appreciation. A perception. Please understand this word. A perception very, very carefully. Google it. Google Baba has explained it very well, both in English as well as in Hindi. If you understand this word of perception, you will know what is the essence of this testing procedure called thematic perception test. 12 stories everybody has to write. 11 pictures are shown to you. 12 pictures shown is a blank slide. Time for observation of each picture is 30 seconds, followed by 4 minutes for writing the story. I have seen the strategy that the candidates follow. What they do? 30-40 good stories that they prepare and bring it with them. And they think they are well armed because somebody has told them, yeah, very good stories you have written. Moment they see the picture on the screen, अपनी पोथी में से एक स्टोरी निकाली और उसको फिट कर दिया. And you feel happy, यार मैंने बड़ी अच्छी स्टोरी लिख दी. What you do not realize, each picture, each story that you write depicts some part of your personality. But unfortunately, what you have written is not actually your story. It is a preconceived idea or a borrowed story. And if you write stories like this, then what happens? The qualities that you show in the first story, they get contradicted by the time you reach 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th story. Any contradiction in your personality observed by the psychologist, he will never clear you. So what is the strategy to be followed? Observe the picture carefully. Understand what is happening there. What could be the past? What could be the future? Write simple, pragmatic, practical oriented stories. Do not write reward seeking stories. Do not write mythological stories. Do not touch upon those prohibited subjects that I have already told you. The second test in the psychology will be word association test. 60 words will be flashed on the screen one after the other for 15 seconds each. In those 15 seconds, you are expected to write a sentence in your answer sheet. Now remember, this is not a test of using that word in your sentence. Herein, the psychologist wants to see the reaction, the thought that comes to your mind when you see that word on the screen. So please write grammatically correct sentence. Do not write idioms and phrases. Do not write negative oriented sentences. Write positive sentences. The third test that you will do is the situation reaction test. 60 situations are given to you in the form of a booklet. Time given is 30 minutes. So each situation has to be dealt with in 30 seconds. You've got to be really instantaneous, instinctive in your writing. If you start thinking and writing, your conscious mind comes into play. What the psychologist is interested in your subconscious mind. So be very quick, be very thoughtful, write quickly. Remember, a successful candidate at the SSB will do nothing less than 50 to 55 SRTs. The third test or the fourth test that you will do now is the self-description test. 5 paragraphs you have to write. Time given is 15 minutes. What do your teachers think about you? What do your parents think about you? What do your friends think about you? What you think about yourself? And what do you want to be in your future? Herein I have seen candidates try and project themselves like Maryada Purushottam Ram. I am the best specimen on this earth. Perfect candidate. We are not looking for perfect candidates. Remember, by the time you are doing your SD, the psychologist already knows what type of person you are. He's gone through your previous 3 tests. What he wants to see now is your maturity level. He wants to see your intelligence level. Whether you understand what type of person you are. The psychology test will finish by 9:30. 3 hours of testing procedure. Thereafter, you will have 1 hour break. Before you go on break, a schedule of interviews will be given to you.